Welcome back to Video Chats. I'm having a great time. This is the first time I've been able to talk about pianos with people. A lot of people in the piano industry are gone. I mean, I've been here since '78. A lot of my friends, a lot of the dealers, managers, representatives have all passed away. And what's happened is a lot of the people that are in the industry now don't really know the pianos or the market. I mean, if you haven't been to the factory, you just can't make it up because you heard it from somebody else. And that's a problem with the industry now, and that's the problem with trying to select a piano. It's hard for the customer to believe who to talk to because, there are some events out there that are happening, college sales and different things that are being misrepresented. And you can tell by all the lawsuits that they go through. But I'm going to talk about right now the second group of pianos, and this will be the high-end pianos, or the iconic brands, as we call them. And that would be Bösendorfer, Schimmel, Estonia. There's also some others, Steinway, Hamburg Steinway, Bechstein, Blüthner is still around. There is August Forster, and a couple others. So the reason I'm naming all these is because you will eventually maybe come across them. But what's happening is most of the industry, especially European industry, they're building fewer and fewer pianos. Bösendorfer builds 300, Estonia builds about 140, Schimmel builds maybe 1,000 pianos. So it's not like the industry used to be. In the 1980s, Yamaha built about 100,000 pianos plus. And now it's about 60. And Kawai built about 60,000, now it's about 20. I mean, this is for the world. To the US, not that many pianos are coming anymore. And because of COVID, the piano industry started picking up because people stayed home and they realized how important music was to the family. Because the kids could not do band instruments, they couldn't do anything, and they were stuck at home, and it was better than video games. But a lot of people got into piano all the way up to 90 years old. I think 91 was the oldest person we sold during COVID. The second was 88. And they love it. I mean, they all love music. And that's what we're trying to inspire people here at Classic Pianos. We're trying to inspire music. We're not just trying to sell you a piano. And then we want you to get involved because we have things like recital halls and things like that. I got off topic a little bit, sorry. But that's what Piano Chats is about. So let's go back to the iconic piano brands and the European brands. All of those pianos, as long as they're built in Austria and Germany, those are the two main areas, they are handmade pianos. They're very, very limited in production, and they're all really very good pianos. I forgot to mention Fazioli, also an Italian piano. But they are all really good pianos, but it depends on what you like for touch and tone, body of music, body of sound. That's why you have to come to the store to be trained to hear so that you can make a right selection. It's hard to make a selection by video and playing somebody for you on an expensive piano. It's hard to make a selection without having more than one piano around. That's why you need a store like Classic Pianos that has a selection of different brands of pianos, European, American like Steinway, pre-owned Steinways, Schimmel, Bösendorfer, Estonia, and some of the other used pianos, Grotrian, Bechstein, and things like that. But we make sure that we have enough inventory that you can make a selection. Can't make a selection without inventory. And that's why we're the #1 global dealer in the world, and that is Classic Pianos. So there are other things that we can talk about right now. As far as manufacturing goes, there are only a couple of action manufacturers. So, there's basically it's Renner, German Renner, then there's Renner in Phoenix, Arizona, which is here locally in the US, owned by the Meyer Company. But in Germany then there's Roslau Wire, and you'll hear stories about all of these different names and manufacturers of action parts, hammers, and everything else. The problem is, even though it's the name, it might be not the same grade, and that's the problem. You could have a Chinese piano that's $10,000 that has a Renner action. That's not going to be the same Renner action as a $100,000 Bösendorfer. It's just not going to be the same. So it really is, it comes down to knowing the product, knowing what the manufacturer has and all that, and knowing how the piano is built. If you come down to Classic Pianos, we'll be able to show you basically how a piano is built, how it's put together. We can talk about parts and everything else. If you want to get very technical for engineers, you can come down. I can go over everything with you. I've been to every manufacturing plant in the world, so we can talk about pianos. I'm going to take a break, and we'll come back to Piano Chats. Thank you.